Hey everyone, John here, and today we're checking out the Circle Center Mall in Indianapolis, and it's closing permanently on the 31st to be replaced by urban development. So let's take one last stroll through the mall and see what it was like. Here's what me, Austin, and Elliot found.
There we are, guys. Circle Center Mall. Okay, so we're at the mall entrance. So the last time I was here was when Cars 3 dropped, and I watched it in theaters, and at that point, it was bustling. Do either of you guys know, was that 2017-ish? Probably? Don't really remember. Big ball, yeah. What was this like? Wait, guys. What was this life?
What was this like?
Wow.
So going on a stroll through this weird bottom floor portion of the Circle Center Mall, it was clear that this was not the main part, and there was no way that we were going to be able to go up a level. It was very odd being here. It felt like we shouldn't be, but there were a few restaurants connected. Unfortunately, this was very underwhelming, and we realized that we were absolutely not looking at the best part. So I guess it was time to find it, and we headed out. So after we found this indoor portion that unfortunately only had the first level accessible, we searched for another entrance to see the rest of the mall because this wasn't the only part that was open. We knew that. However, it took several tries at different entrances just to find that they were blocked off too.
All right, folks, we found... Oh, wait. Oh, that's blocked off. Mall. For M for mall.
M for mall.
Well, uh-oh. This might not work.
Alright, I'm not getting tracked myself.
As it would turn out, finding the mall itself was very challenging because while it spans across a bunch of buildings, there are a lot of entrances and most of them were just blocked off. So the next place we tried was a parking garage that seemed to have a walkway, and it seemed like this might work.
Bro, the stairs are this is gonna be what gets us there, bro. We're gonna get up to M2, guys. All right, one more floor to go. If it's locked, we are so... we have one last resort if it's locked. Ooh, look. Ooh. We might be back. All right. We saw a guy walking through.
Down carpet.
This could be huge. Oh, I could just jog with glee. Oh, look at them frolic. They're just so happy. Bro, no. No. Guys, we gotta offer to buy the ball.
We do.
At this point, things were looking a little bleak. We tried 3 different entrances and all of them were blocked off, as a lot of this mall is blocked off for the demolition. However, I heard that the Arts Garden entrance might still be open, and this is a very cool building, has a lot of cool stuff in there, and it's connected to the mall. So we decided to try this entrance here.
All right, boys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gentlemen first. Oh, we're back. We are so back, guys. Holy shit, guys. Yeah, they got anti-ants still. They have chains. Dude. After 4 entrances. Okay, so this... we could have just parked in this garage.
This first floor was very empty, and let me tell you, there's just something borderline unsettling and just sad. But as we climbed to the second floor, things did look a little bit more lively. So some of these things like this market here had closed permanently. However, you can just tell that this at one point would have been an absolutely phenomenal place to shop. The architecture is beautiful, and it's very much a tragedy to see a lot of these places boarded up because sometimes, you just like the idea of traveling back here and seeing this at its heyday. And I mean, look at this architecture, guys. This must have been so expensive to make, and it only lasted 3 decades, being made in 1995. So it's crazy because on the 31st, this is gone forever, and that's really sad.
Dexter was here. Oh, wow. Look at that medallion there. Yeah, man, it's all going away, guys. This is probably the part where I went to, actually. Yeah.
The more we explored, the more one has to wonder, what exactly killed this mall, as other malls in the heart of Indy are doing fine? Well, in my opinion, I think it probably came down to mismanagement and some of the violent crimes that took place here. There was a lot of crime in general, and it just became a very, notorious place. So that definitely damaged its reputation irreparably.
Bro, look at this old-timey subway. Wow. $5 foot long? Yeah, we still have Charlie's. Bella Pizzeria is gone. Big surprise. And it looks like the 4th floor is donezo.
but you can kind of get a look up here what it would have been like. Unfortunately, the 4th floor was out of the question as we're not going to trespass. However, we could still get a little bit of a look up there and at this amazing art and just architecture that, you know, it's crazy that they're getting rid of this. You know, I understand that they need to, but it sucks. So next we found our way over to Aeropostale because there are still a few shops open on the 3rd floor, albeit probably for, you know, only a few more days, this being gone so soon. Pretty deserted in here. Get some jeans, 24 bucks.
Sad.
Sad.
It's really sad.
Sort of sad. All right, let's bounce.
Yo, Hot Topic.
Is Hot Topic actually open? It is. So is... What is this place? Oh. Wow. Talk about dead Hot Topic. Never heard of a freestyle. Huh. And there would have been a tunnel here too, but no more. Next, we found our way onto the elevator just to go down a floor and to check out this cool glass elevator. It's crazy just how aesthetic this is. And there is another shop open that we missed, this cookie place, but that was pretty much it. All right, let's kind of contextualize where we're at. And look at that elevator. By the elevator is the exit to the Indiana Arts Garden, which is not going away, thankfully. And I remember checking this out when I last visited the Circle Center Mall in 2017, and let me tell you, it brings back a lot of memories. I think that it's fair to say that a lot of people, including myself, kind of don't realize how special a place is until you lose it, and I guess that's how it is. Okay guys, so that was the Circle Center Mall. So it opened in 1995. So it's not even that old. It's only lasted 3 decades. Got bought out in 2018. Tried to get renovated, didn't work, and there were some violent crimes there. It was bought again in 23, I believe, and yeah, it was huge. But that's probably part of the problem. It was just too big to run. And Carson's and Nordstrom left in the 2010s. So yeah,
The major stores just start leaving, and
it's over. Yeah. Thanks for going, guys. This was super cool. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later. All right.